Okay, illustration 30. Dev, unmute yourself. Dev, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Read the question. Illustration 30.
Shivani and Neeraj are the partners in a firm sharing profit and loss ratio in the ratio of 1:2.
Yes, what is 1:2?
Old ratio.
All of you mark 1:2 as the old ratio.
Balance sheet of their firm as on 31/3/2016 was as under.
Just a minute. Huh?
Yes.
All of you mark 1:2 as the old ratio. Yeah, balance sheet of the firm was as under.
Under.
Hmm.
Then
Here's read the balance sheet.
capital account Shivani and Neeraj.
All of you put tick on capital accounts. We'll write it in partners capital account credit side as opening balance.
Partners. Profit and loss account.
All of you put tick on profit and loss account. What do we have to do, Dev?
Profit and loss. Distribute between the partners.
In what ratio?
Old.
Yes, all of you mark it as profit and loss. Old ratio, we have to distribute it. So mark it as 1:2. Further?
General reserve. Same ratio. 1:2.
General reserve also, all of you put tick on it. We'll distribute it in the ratio of 1:2. Anything else from the balance sheet they have to be distributed?
Goodwill.
Yes, asset side goodwill. All of you put tick on goodwill on the asset side. That will also be distributed between the partners in the ratio of 1:2.
Then nothing else.
Read the last sentence. Prepare necessary accounts and balance sheet after admission
of a new partner.
Okay, so they admitted
Vijay as a new partner.
Vijay as a new partner as on the above date for the following terms. So all of you must have made this formats: evaluation account, partners capital account. Bank is there or cash is there?
Cash.
So cash account and then balance sheet. Okay. Yeah. Now, so to start with, all of you write down partners capital account credit side. Just a minute. Yeah, partners capital account credit side will write this balance of 1 lakh and 1,50,000. So if you write down partners capital credit side, by balance brought down. One lakh in Shivani's column and 1,50,000 in Neeraj's column. Okay. Then profit and loss will distribute between the partners in old ratio. So P&L account debit, the account gets closed. And two partners capital. So in partners capital, all of you write on credit side by profit and loss account. $9,000 in the ratio of 1:2. So 9,000 into 1/3, 3,000, and 9,000 into 2/3, 6,000. General reserve in the same manner. 15,000 will distribute in the ratio of 1:2. So by general reserve, $15,000 into 1/3, 5,000, and 15,000 into 2/3, 10,000. Then asset side goodwill. So all partners, old partners capital account debit to goodwill. Old partners capital account debit means partners capital account on debit side to goodwill account. And again 27,000 into 1/3, 9,000, and 2/3, 18,000. So all the items from the balance sheet are distributed. Okay. Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Everyone has completed? Write it down fast. And lower your hands once you complete it. Okay. Now, next. Adjustment 1. Riya Patel, unmute yourself. Riya Patel, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Riya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Bad debts reserve is to be
Put on your
kept.
video. Why your video is off? Yes, Riya.
Bad debt reserve is to be kept rupees 5,000 on debtors.
Bad debt reserve is to be kept rupees 5,000 on debtors.
Debtors.
Yeah. So what will be the effect for this?
So we'll minus from debtors.
And
Second effect will
from debtors you'll minus what amount?
5,000.
And second effect?
We'll give to revaluation account credit side.
What amount? Are you looking at the solution and telling me?
No, sir.
Have you done exercise question 19?
Yes, sir.
Then tell me.
I don't know.
Then how did you solve exercise question 19?
Chup rahe Neha.
It is similar to this one. How did you solve exercise question 19 then? Yes, Riya? Did you watch the video and solve exercise question 19?
Yes, sir.
So in that question you understood this point.
Yeah.
Then why right now is the confusion?
Sir, I forgot.
How much is BDR on the liabilities side?
8,000.
And we want to maintain 5,000. So what will you do?
So we will take 5,000 from the BDR and other we will minus from the debtors.
3,000 we will withdraw. We have done this in lesson 20 and 21 also. Out of 8,000, we require only 5,000 of BDR now. So 3,000 is to be withdrawn. And for that, the entry will be revaluation account debit to bad debt. Sorry, bad debt reserve account debit to revaluation. Reverse it.
Yes.
You get that?
Yes, sir.
See that you prepare the things properly. Okay, every day I'm going to ask it for sure.
Yes, sir.
So don't next time give me this excuse that you forgot, etc.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now, every one of you write down, put tick on debtors. In asset side, debtors. Asset side debtors are 30,000 minus BDR 5,000. So outer column 25,000. And second effect, since 8,000 of BDR is already there, but we require only 5,000, so we have to withdraw 3,000. So in revaluation account on credit side, by bad debt reserve, what we will withdraw 3,000. Did you all understand this? Any doubts in it? Raise your hand. Okay, now further. Next adjustment 2. Rushi Patel, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Read the next adjustment.
Goodwill is valued at 36,000.
What will we do?
We will first find the sacrifice ratio.
Yes, all of you write down working note 1. Before we take up with this adjustment, first we will have to find sacrifice ratio. Because goodwill is always distributed between the old partners and sacrifice ratio. Yes, Rushi, how will we find the sacrifice ratio?
Old ratio minus new ratio.
Here, new ratio. What is the new ratio?
1/3. C1 is ratio and Neeraj ratio is also 1/3.
That's not the new ratio. That's the sacrifice. Shivani sacrifices 1/3 of, I have told you this word, of her share. And Neeraj sacrifices 1/3, 1/3 share for Vijay. Raise your hand. Anyone else? Vraj.
Sir, the sacrifice part of Shivani is 1/3. So we will multiply 1/3 into each our old ratio. So 1/3 into 1/3, 1/9.
Yes,
And
then what else?
And Neeraj is sacrifice share is 1/3. So we will make the denominator same.
Neeraj, is it directly 1/3? Or we have to do 1/3 into old part again?
We have to just a second.
See, in Neeraj, off word is not given. So 1/3 is directly the sacrifice share of Neeraj.
Yes.
But here off word is given. So what is the sacrifice share of Shivani? 1/3 into her old ratio, that is 1/3. So all of you first write down Shivani, Neeraj and Vijay. Old ratio is 1:2. Okay, old ratio is 1:2. That is 1/3 and 2/3. Vijay is admitted. So sacrifice part for Shivani is given 1/3. How will we find the sacrifice share? Old ratio into sacrifice part. This we have done it in objective questions. Okay, off word is given. So if Shivani sacrifices 1/3 of her share, which is again 1/3, what is she actually sacrificing? 1/3 into 1/3, 1/9. And this sacrifice share for Neeraj is directly given as 1/3 because it is given Neeraj sacrifices 1/3 share for Vijay. It is not given 1/3 of his share as it is given in Shivani, 1/3 of her share. In Neeraj, it is not given 1/3 of his share. So 1/3 is directly the sacrifice of Neeraj. Now, Vraj, what will we have to do to make the denominator 9? Tanvi, unmute yourself. Yes, Tanvi. You are not audible.
2 into 2, 1/3 into 2. 3 into 3, sorry.
Yeah, 1/3 into 3/3 to make it 9. In short, 3/9. So from this, we can get the sacrifice ratio directly is how much? 1:3.
3.
If you remove the denominator. Okay. Now, how would you find the new ratio, Tanvi?
Old ratio minus sacrifice share.
Yeah, so old ratio of Shivani 1/3 minus sacrifice share 1/9.
9.
Same way for Neeraj,
2/3 minus 3/9.
2/3 minus 3/9. LCM is 9, so 9 divided by 3, 3 into 1, 3. 9 divided by 9, 1 into 1, 1. 9 divided by 3, 3 into 2, 6. 9 divided by 9, 1 into 3, 3. So 2/9 and 3/9 is the new ratio. And how do you find the new ratio of Vijay?
Sacrifice share of Shivani and Neeraj.
Yes, this Shivani and Neeraj will go to Vijay. So 1/9 plus 3/9. 1 plus 3/9, that is 4/9.
9.
So new ratio is 2:3:4. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Now, Disha More, unmute yourself. Disha More, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now, goodwill is valued at 36,000. So what will we do?
Sir, can you repeat? I didn't hear it.
Goodwill is valued at 36,000. So what will we do now?
Yes, sir. Wait a minute.
Disha, did you attend exercise question 19?
Yes, sir. I have done it.
Then tell me.
Sir, goodwill.
Have you really attended exercise question 19?
Yes, sir. I have done it and I have also submitted the work.
Then answer this.
Yes, sir.
Kripa Patel.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Now we will multiply goodwill by goodwill by new ratio 4:9.
New partners share. Vijay's share 4 by 9.
Second, we will write in cash and bank account.
Why cash and bank? Where is it mentioned? Where is it mentioned that new partner brings cash?
No, it is not.
Kripa, is it mentioned that new partner is bringing cash for goodwill?
No, sir.
Not mentioned.
No.
How you people are watching videos? Nabmita?
Yes, sir. It is mentioned. Share of goodwill in cash.
Yes. Where is
So we
it?
will write in cash bank
Where
account.
is it mentioned? Where is it mentioned? First tell me, where is it mentioned?
In sixth
Sixth.
adjustment.
All of you
Yes.
underline in sixth adjustment. It is given that Vijay will bring 50% of net assets of new firm as capital. That is an important point we'll see later on. And he will bring his share of goodwill in cash. So 36,000, Vijay's share he will be bringing in cash. First of all, goodwill's workings. What will be Vijay's share in goodwill?
Vijay's share is 36,000 into 4 divided by 9.
Yes, 36,000 is the value of goodwill multiplied by Vijay's share in goodwill. New partner's share is 4 by 9. That is 16,000.
1,000.
Now, what is the journal entry if he brings cash for this?
Cash account debit to premium of goodwill account.
Cash account debit 16,000 to premium for goodwill account 16,000.
And premium for goodwill account debit to transfer to old partners capital account.
Premium for goodwill account debit 16,000 to old partners, that is to Shivani's capital account and to Neeraj's capital account. In which ratio?
Sacrifice ratio.
And what is that?
It is
sacrifice ratio?
4,000. 4,000 Shivani's capital and Neeraj capital is 12,000.
What is the sacrifice ratio?
1:3.
We have done here sacrifice ratio is 1:3, 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. So 16,000 into 1 by 4. That is 4,000 and 16,000 into 3 by 4. That is 12,000.
12,000.
Disha, are you unmuted? Disha, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Why you are not able to answer this? Are you properly watching the video lectures and understanding the things?
Yes, sir, I am.
Then why you could not answer this? How will you do it on your own in the exams?
Okay, sir.
Take the things seriously and don't give me this kind of excuses you're watching but still not able to answer. What is the best part when you're
Yes.
watching the video lectures? You can stop it, rewind it, listen again and again until you understand those things. So make yourself very clear with the concepts. Revise and repeat the concepts again and again in the video lecture. But when,
Yes, sir.
when we meet live, you must be able to answer it to me, okay?
Sure, sir.
This is the second time it has happened that you're not able to answer. So it should not happen again.
Okay, sir.
Now effects everyone write down. Cash account debit. So in cash account debit side to premium for goodwill 16,000. and premium for goodwill gets closed. Okay, premium for goodwill account gets closed because of credit in one entry and debit in second entry. So directly to partners capital account means in partners capital account on credit side by premium for goodwill account. $4,000 in Shivani's column and 12,000 in Neeraj's column. Okay, raise your hand who did not understand this. Yes, Chirag.
Sir, in the balance sheet, the cash balance is given that we have not recorded in cash account.
Sorry. Okay, balance
In-
sheet is cash balance. Yes, all of you put tick on cash balance given in the balance sheet 20,000. In cash account, it will come as opening balance, to balance brought down. All of you write down to balance brought down. $20,000. Okay. Yes, anyone else having any doubts on this? All are clear up till here? Now, further. Adjustment number 3. Value of land and building is to be appreciated by 10%. Okay, land and building is to be appreciated by 10%. Nitali,
Yes, sir.
land and building is to be appreciated by 10%.
In balance sheet, we have to write land and building. 1,50,000 plus appreciated 10%.
And second effect?
Valuation account appreciated. Credit side by land and building.
Yes, appreciated by 10%. So we must be happy the value has gone up. Happy means profit credit revaluation account and debit land and building. Land and building to revaluation. To revaluation means revaluation account on credit side by land and building account. Amount 10%. So 1,50,000, 10%, 15,000. And then put tick on land and building. Land and building account debit, it's a debit balance, we debit it again. So plus in land and building, debit, debit, plus. Asset side, land and building, 1,50,000 plus appreciation 15,000. So outer column 1,65,000. Otherwise also appreciation means it must be added in the value of land and building. Okay. Then next. Book value of machinery is 25% more than its market value. Okay, book value of machinery is 25% more than its market value. Netra?
Yes, sir.
How will you do this? Book value of machinery is 25% more than its market value. Should we be happy or sad?
Sir, can you repeat?
Book value of machinery is 25% more than its market value.
Sir, I'll be happy.
You'll be happy. Book
No,
value is the value in your books.
oh, we'll be sad.
Is more than the market value. So market value is actually more or less.
It is market value is book less.
Book value is more than its
I mean
market
it
value.
is less.
Market value is actually less. So will you be happy or sad?
Sad.
Okay, book value is more. but market value is less. You will be sad. How will you find the amount of loss? Have you seen the lecture of exercise question 19?
yes sir वो आवाज लैग हो रही है इसके लिए थोड़ा लेट आ
How will you find the amount of loss here? Tell me.
let the market values be 100. Hello.
Yes, correct. Suppose all of you make working note 3. Suppose the market value of machinery is 100.
Then increase its value by 25%.
Now book value is 25% more. So if you add 25, then what is its book value?
Therefore, market value is equals to 125.
Book value.
Book value.
Market value we have assumed as 100 because it is given. Book value is more than market value. We always assume the second information. So second information, market value we have assumed as 100. Book value is 25% more. So 100 plus 25 is 125. Now further.
Therefore, book value, market value is equals to 100.
Market value is market value 100, book value 125. Further what? What is the book value of machinery in balance sheet?
So sir, we will cross multiply 125. 50,000 into 100 divided by 125.
Against book value, all of you write 50,000. All of you can see in balance sheet, book value of machinery is 50,000. So against book value, everyone write 50,000. So what would be its market value? Cross multiply 50,000 into 100 divide by 125. Okay, 50,000 into 100 divided by 125. So does it come to 40,000?
Yes, sir.
Now book value 50,000, market value 40,000. So what's the loss?
10,000.
10,000. That's why we are sad. So what will be the effects?
Hello.
Now what will be the effects? General entry and effects. Loss of 10,000.
Yes, sir. Revaluation account debit.
Revaluation account debit to
Machine means we will minus the amount.
10,000 is the loss. Revaluation account debit to machinery 10,000. And second effect?
Machine account.
Where?
On the opposite here on the asset side.
Asset side machinery given is how much? 50,000. Will you plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus there is depreciation. Market value has gone down. Book value was more. So minus depreciation 10,000. Outer column 40,000. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Why is it a loss? Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I forgot to lower my hand.
Okay. Yes, anyone else who is not clear with this? Book value more than market value is actually a loss for us. Language is confusing because as soon as you see the word more, you feel happy. But every time more is not happy. Here book value is more than market value. So market value is less than book value. We should be sad. It's a loss. Okay. Next, value of stock is decreased by 10%. Value of stock is decreased by 10%. Harsh, unmute yourself. Harsh, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me. Value of stock is to be decreased by 10%. What will you do? Your volume is very low. Speak louder. We are not able to hear. Leave it. Your device is having some problem, it seems. Hitarth Patel, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me. Value of stock is to be decreased by 10%.
So we will decrease the stock by 10%, 20,000 minus 10%, 18,000.
2,000.
Yes, sir, 2,000. Sorry.
And second effect?
In revaluation account, debit side.
Yes, it is to be decreased, so we will be sad. The sad means revaluation account debit to stock account. Revaluation account debit, so in revaluation account, all of you write down debit side to stock account. 20,000, 10%, 2,000 is our loss. And to stock, it's a debit balance, but we credit it. So debit credit minus from stock. All of you put tick on stock. Asset side stock 20,000 minus decrease of 2,000. So outer column 18,000. Okay, otherwise also value of stock has decreased. So we will minus from stock. Okay, next adjustment. Anyone who did not understand this, raise your hand. Now Vijay will bring 50% of net assets of the new firm. We will do it after revaluation accounts balancing. Okay, Vijay will bring 50% of net assets of the new firm. We will do after revaluation accounts balancing. Shivani sacrifices 1/3 of her share and Neeraj sacrifices 1/3 share. So this is off, we have already discussed in the notes, and this is directly the sacrifice, and we obtain the new ratio as well as sacrifice ratio. All adjustments are considered. Now let's take the unticked items. Liability side, creditors are remaining to be recorded 25,000. Asset side, bills receivable are remaining to be recorded 10,000. So all the items are taken into consideration. Now let's do the balancing of revaluation account first of all. Credit side is more, 3,000 plus 15,000, 18,000. $18,000 minus 12,000, 6,000. To partners capital account. We'll distribute it between Shivani and Neeraj, old partners in old ratio, that is 1:2. So 1/3 of 6,000, 2,000 will go to Shivani, 2/3 of 6,000, 4,000 will go to Neeraj. Opposite side in partners capital account by revaluation account. In Shivani's column 2,000 and Neeraj's column 4,000. Now, raise your hand. Vijay will bring 50% of net assets of new firm as capital. How will you do with this? Wow, fantastic. That's great. Oh, I'm very happy today that so many of you really know this complicated adjustment. But why others are not able to answer? Others have not seen the lecture properly. Okay, let's go with this time. Kinjal Mohit, unmute yourself. Kinjal.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how will we do this? 50% of net assets of new firm as capital.
Partners capital account credit side minus debit side.
Then?
Then by adding adjusted capital of Shivani and Neeraj.
Then what will you do?
Then we will find remaining share.
Yes, then remaining share, that is 100 minus 50%, 50%. 1 minus 50 by 100, that is 50%. Then
We will find the total capital, and at last we will find Vijay's capital.
correct, we'll do reciprocal. We'll do 100 by 50, so we'll get the total capital, and again 50% of that Vijay is supposed to bring. Very good, fantastic. Mute yourself. Now all of you understand this concept. I'm explaining you again. Be attentive. First of all, net assets means what? Net assets means assets minus liabilities. Net assets means assets minus liabilities. So, Tirth, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Assets minus liabilities would become zero, na?
No, sir.
Hmm?
No, sir.
Why?
Partners capital will change.
Assets minus
Because
liabilities will
external
not become
liabilities.
zero because we are talking about assets minus external liabilities only. Right? So total of assets, if you subtract external liabilities, then what will remain? Capital only. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Net assets are equal to capital Y. Actually, they are equal to capital plus reserves. But here reserves all got distributed between the partners. So now in this question, they are simply equal to capital. Raise your hand who is not clear why net assets are equal to capital. I repeat, from assets side total, if you subtract all the external liabilities means loans, current liabilities, bank loans, overdraft, etc., then what will remain is simply the amount of capital. So net assets means assets minus liabilities, and assets minus liabilities is equal to capital. Now question arises, why do we have to do this? Why we cannot do directly assets minus liabilities? Because in assets, we don't have the amount of cash. Now, why we don't have the amount of cash? Because cash closing balance will include the capital of Vijay also, which we don't know. I repeat, asset side cash amount is not available, so total of assets cannot be obtained. Why asset side cash amount is not available? Because in cash closing balance, capital of Vijay is to be included, and that itself is missing in the question. So we cannot find cash closing balance also. Since cash is not available, we cannot do asset minus liabilities. So we do the alternative. What is the alternative? Asset minus liabilities are equal to capitals. So what we do is, first we find the capitals of Shivani and Neeraj. How do you find the capital balance of Shivani and Neeraj? Partners capital account credit side minus partners capital account debit side. In fact, you can do it directly in partners capital also, because there is no other adjustment like we had in question number 18, where capital was also to be maintained in a different ratio. So directly we can do it here. 1 lakh 3, 8, 12, 14. 1 lakh 14,000 of Shivani. 1 lakh 50, 56, 66, 78, 82. 1 lakh 82,000 of Neeraj. Okay, credit side total minus debit side. So 1 lakh 14,000 of Shivani. 1 lakh 82,000 of Neeraj. Now 1 lakh 14,000 minus 9,000. So 1 lakh 5,000 will be the capital remaining of Shivani. 1 lakh 82,000 minus 18,000. So 84,000 will be, 1 lakh 82,000 minus 18,000. So 1 lakh 64,000 would be the capital remaining of Neeraj to balance carried down. So this we have done. Partners capital account credit minus debit. Straight away we have done it here. It's coming to what amount? 1 lakh 5,000 and 1 lakh 64,000. Okay. 1 lakh 5,000 for Shivani and credit minus debit. 1 lakh 64,000 for Neeraj. So what are the capitals of Shivani and Neeraj jointly? 2,69,000. But keep it in mind, these are again not these capitals. These are capitals of only Shivani and Neeraj, and this capital will include capital of Vijay also. In the new firm, it will include the capital of Vijay also, which itself is missing. So how do we find it? What is Shivani and Neeraj's share in the firm? What is Shivani and Neeraj's share in the firm? What is their share in the net assets? 50% of net assets Vijay is bringing. 50% means 50 by 100. So cross multiply 100 into 100 minus 50 by 100. If 50% Vijay is bringing, means what is the capital of Shivani and Neeraj in the firm? 50% only. Okay. What is Shivani and Neeraj's share in the net assets, which means capital? Out of total net assets, 50% will be brought by Vijay. So 1 minus 50 by 100, remaining 50% would be the share of Shivani and Neeraj in the capital, that is net assets. Okay. So if we multiply by reciprocal, what should be the total capital? Shivani and Neeraj's capital 2,69,000. Their share in the capital 50%. So total capital must be 2,69,000 into reciprocal of their share 100 by 50. That is 2 lakhs, so 4, 5,38,000. That should be the total capital of the firm. Now Vijay is going to bring 50% of that. Okay, total capital means what? Net assets. Okay. So what are the total net assets of the new firm? 5,38,000. And in that, Vijay is going to bring again 50%. Means he will be bringing what amount? 5,38,000's 50%, 2,69,000. So it's obvious, for 50%, if Shivani and Neeraj's capital are 2,60,000, then for remaining 50%, Vijay's capital is also going to be 2,69,000. But why do we do these steps? Because if instead of 50%, it's a different percentage, then you cannot directly say it will be same 269, 269. Then you need to work out these steps. So suppose it was given that Vijay brings 30%, then Shivani and Neeraj's share would be 1 minus 30 by 100, 70%. Then you would have said total capital is 2,69,000 into 100 by 70. And then total capital is 30% Vijay would have. So amounts may be different also. Here because of 50-50% it comes to same. Raise your hand who did not understand this point. Workings. So this I explained in video lecture also, and again right now, and I repeat it one more time. Net assets means assets minus liabilities. Assets minus liabilities means actually capitals only. Okay. But this capital which we are talking about includes Vijay's capital also. Very first we find capital of Shivani and Neeraj, credit minus debit. If you do the closing balance, jointly comes to 2,69,000. But this 2,69,000 is not the total capital of the firm, as that would include capital of Vijay also. This is only capital of Shivani and Neeraj. So if Vijay brings 50% of net assets, that is capital in the firm, then what would be Shivani and Neeraj's share? 1 minus 50 by 100, remaining 50%. For the remaining 50%, if their capital is 2,69,000, what would be the total capital of the firm multiplied by reciprocal? So 5,38,000. In that again 50% Vijay's share is 2,69,000. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Now entry cash to Vijay's capital. So cash account debit, this amount what was missing, now we obtained it. To Vijay's capital, in bracket working note 4, 2,69,000. Opposite side in partners capital account by cash account. $2,69,000 in Vijay's column. Now we can do balancing of Vijay's column also. So in Vijay's column 2,69,000. No other amounts are there.
Sir,
Yes.
Vaishnavi, but I think has doubt.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Sir, can you move the screen downward?
Your workings are remaining?
Yes.
Complete it fast. And once you complete it, let me know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So entry of this is done now. Partners capital balance 2,69,000 minus no amounts means 2,69,000 itself is the closing balance of Vijay. Now these capital balances will come on the liabilities side. Capitals Shivani, Neeraj, Vijay. Shivani's amount is 1,05,000. Neeraj's amount is 1,64,000. And Vijay's amount, as we calculated, 2,69,000. Total 5,38,000. As we already did the calculation here also, that total capital of the firm must be 5,38,000. Okay, so we get that. Then cash balance, if we do it, then 260, 70, 96, 3,05,000. 3,05,000 itself will become the closing balance. Buy balance carried down. Asset side cash, this was missing. So in cash now we have obtained it as 3,05,000. Okay. And this was not available. That's why we had to do that alternative approach. Now we do the totals of balance sheet. Liabilities side 5, 30, 50, 63. Asset side 160, 80, 90, 230, 240, 250, 550, 558, 563. It gets tallied. Okay. So is every one of you clear with this? Raise your hand who is still writing the balance sheet amounts. Yeah. Kripa and Disha, unmute yourselves.
Sir,
Yes.
in example, the solution of the balance sheet answer is different from our balance sheet answer.
Which exam you're talking about?
Example 30 in
Sir.
solution 568,000 and we are getting 563,000.
They
Sir,
should
you
have,
did
they would have shown
recorded by
BDR
that
on the
reserve.
liabilities side.
Okay.
If you recorded BDR on the liabilities side, you'll get different total, but that's okay. BDR can either be recorded on the liabilities side or minus from debtors. Both the effects are correct.
Okay.
Okay, so our answer is also right and that answer is also right.
Okay.
If you record this BDR debtors, we have done minus 5,000. If you don't do that minus 5,000 and write on liabilities side, then liabilities side total will increase by 5,000. And asset side also debtors will become 30,000. So that total will also increase by 5,000. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone has completed this. So all of you must be clear with this question. Okay. Thumbs up. Everyone is clear. Very good. Now Wednesday you have the test, and in Wednesday's test I told you will have questions from 16 to 20 exercise, and I asked you to repeat also exercise questions 16 to 20, right? Now today there is a delay in uploading my video lecture because of some problems as I shared with you. So after this lecture I will be uploading this retirements lecture, and then you all cover it up. Question 5 and 6 are to be done. Question 6 is a complicated one which I have explained in the video lecture. And question 5 I have discussed in the video lecture. So question 5 you have to try on your own after that. And when you try question 5 on your own, what you can do is pause the video solve it again, play the video, understand the explanation, solve it. So the lesser problem will arise in solving the question. Okay, when I'm doing the discussion of question 5 in the video lecture, at that point of time,